Shalom. Our children, our future. The threat of a plague of locusts, which would completely obliterate the vegetation in Egypt, finally brought Pharaoh to his senses, at least temporarily. In desperation, he summons Moses and Aaron. You may go and worship in the desert, but who is going? Moses replies, with our young and with our old, with our sons and with our daughters, with our sheep and with our cattle, because for us it is a festival for God. Pharaoh, incredulous, suspects bad faith. Your evil intentions are clear. Let the men go and serve God, for that is what you really seek. Pharaoh's attitude is understandable. What place do children have in a major spiritual event? Won't they get in the way and disturb? When Pharaoh says, let the men go and serve God, he reflects an attitude that prevailed in his time and for much of history. Moses, however, emphasizes that in Judaism, engaging children in the religious experience is of fundamental significance. In fact, the Pesach Seder, which celebrates the Exodus, is the ultimate child-centered occasion. Involving children is not a modern innovation, but a practice that dates back over 2,000 years to the rabbis of the Mishnah and the Talmud. They specify that certain rituals should be performed differently at the Seder to provoke children's curiosity, ensuring they ask questions. The late Rabbi Lord Sachs often pointed out that when Moses addresses the nation in Egypt on the brink of the Exodus, he does not speak about liberation or the destination, a land flowing with milk and honey. He speaks about children. 3 times in this parashah, Moses turns to the future, to the duty of adults to educate the next generation about the story that is about to unfold. When your children ask you, what is this service to you? You shall answer, it is the Passover service to God. He passed over the houses of the Israelites in Egypt when he struck the Egyptians, sparing our homes. On that day you shall tell your child, it is because of this that God did for me when I left Egypt. Your child may later ask you, what is this? You shall answer, with a show of power, God brought us out of Egypt, the place of slavery. As Rabbi Sachs beautifully said, Moses wanted us to teach our children a story. He wanted us to help our children understand who they are, where they came from, what happened to their ancestors to make them the distinctive people they became, and what moments in history shaped their lives and dreams. He wanted us to give our children an identity by turning history into memory, and memory itself into a sense of responsibility. All that remains of Pharaoh's Egypt are stone pyramids. Yet 3,500 years later, the descendants of Moses' generation, old and young, are still here telling the story. In challenging times, this reality gives us strength and hope. Shabbat Shalom.